Robocalls that just won't quit. Someone wants to help you get your stimulus check or child credit check faster, or they're trying to sell you a fake vaccine ID card. All right, Scammy Sammy just does not quit. Today on Two Wants to Know, we're talking about all the ways to protect yourself from falling into a trap. Attorney General Josh Stein is with us for the next 15 minutes to talk about some of those important topics and to take your questions one-on-one. So how do you get those questions answered by the AG? Well, you text them to us. The number is 336-379-5775. Remember, this is a text only, so please do not call. All right, first and foremost, let's start off with hurricane season because we're in it.
It's already started, and we want people to be safe. And then we also want their lives not be completely upended if a storm comes your way. So the first thing folks need to do is come up with an emergency plan and evacuation route of how you can get to safety. You should have an emergency kit stocked with medications, non-perishable food, water, in case all power gets disconnected in your area. And then you also want to make sure you have copies of important documents. Insurance policies, driver's license, social security numbers, health insurance cards, anything that you need in your life today. If everything gets destroyed in a storm, you want to be able to recreate your life as easily and quickly as possible. We also recommend people take inventory of their property. Walk around your house with your video camera and take a video of all of your big possessions, because in case everything gets destroyed, you want to make getting your insurance policy premium paid or your compensation done as easily as possible.
Yeah, and you don't want to be trying to remember all the things that were in the house when you're trying to make an insurance claim. It just doesn't bode well. All right, let's go to ransomware and data breaches because that has been all over the place for weeks now. Ransomware attacks making up nearly a quarter of all data breaches. What do you want folks to know?
Yeah, we receive more than 1,000 reports every year of some kind of security breach or another. And one of the fastest growing type of breach we're hearing about are these ransomware breaches. And we had more than 365 last year. These are the ones that hit the Colonial Pipeline and hit that big beef producer. And we've seen how it can absolutely turn our lives upside down. What ransomware is when malware gets on your computer, your home computer, it can be, or some work networks, computer system network, and then they put a virus in there that can freeze everything. And they say, you have to pay us a ransom for us to give you back access to your computer system. The fact of the matter is not all of these criminals ever give you back your information, even if you pay them. So clearly, the best thing we can do is prevent these attacks from ever happening. Guard your computer, home computer, or your computer networks at work from ransomware. The most important thing is to keep your antivirus and anti-malware software up to date. The second most important thing is back up regularly. If you back up your information, if you're at work, if you do it every day, if somebody comes in and freezes your computer system, you can just throw it away and upload all of your data from the previous day, and you will not be hostage to their demands. And then avoiding ransomware, do not click on any attachments. Phishing is the primary way the criminals get access to your system. Is they send you an email that looks legitimate, you click on the attachment, and it corrupts your entire network.
Yeah, and so often people say, but it looked so real, or it had a coworker's name on it.
They know, they're so savvy. They know so much. And yeah, they will make it look like it comes from an email address within your system. It could be from your IT department. I actually talked to one financial institution and met with their information security people. These are among the most highly paid, trained professionals in the country. And they told me that when they hired a company to do fake phishing attacks against the company to see how people performed, they actually had members of their SWAT team, their internal information security team, fall victim to the very scam that they were being tested on.
All right, so we're going to move now from ransomware and data breaches to the next thing that annoys you the most, and that happens to be robocalls, friends. All right, this text question says, how can I stop robocalls? I've added them to my phone as don't answer. I get at least 200 that I don't answer on my phone. It's ridiculous. I thought I could sue for this.
I wish you could, and I certainly wish we could identify all of them. Many of these robocallers are offshore. They're in other countries, and they're able to perpetuate this crime on us because it is so cheap to use the internet to make these calls, and it's so easy to manipulate the internet so they can actually fake what number the call is coming from. That's called spoofing. So a lot of times you'll get a call and it'll look like someone from your family, the same area code, the same prefix, and you're like, only a few digits are different. Well, they're tricking you. They're spoofing the number. We are working with the telephone companies, and Congress actually passed a law on this that will require the phone companies by later this year to have implemented technology called Stir Shaken, where they will put a digital fingerprint on each call so that the caller cannot misrepresent the number from which the call originates. And we hope that this will help us in our fight against these incredibly frustrating and harmful robocalls.
Yeah, we're going to talk a little bit more about that when we come back from the break. Remember, you can continue to text your text question. The number's there at the bottom, 336-379-5775. We'll be back.